Hello there, my cosmic kittens and planetary puppies of those who identify with the divine feminine vibe. It's your girl Cats, and I'm back with your forecast for the week ahead. Though this is timeless, so when you find this, it's the right time for you. Oh, I can't wait to get into this, guys. Oh, okay. Let's get through the BS. Remember, take what resonates, pitch out the rest. If you have cards, pull on with me that we can tap into these energies influencing the divine feminine over the coming week, that we can see how they're going to be influencing your life personally. Everything you need to know about me is down below in the description box below. The cards I'm using for your forecast, how to find me on social media, and the readings I have available, and how to contact me for a reading. I will never contact you. Let's go. All right, Divine Feminine. We are heading into August, kicking it off with the full moon in Aquarius. That's a big one. That energy is extremely strong. If you are intuitive and sensitive, you will be picking that up now, or have been starting to feel that on like the beginning of the weekend. It's basically this. How do I explain this? It's like the sword of truth, the Excalibur, the Ace of Swords coming in, but like 100 times, billion times the power. Seeing everything for exactly what it is and going, fuck this shit, I'm out. It's about realizing that maybe the people, places, or even the behavior patterns that attracts us to things outside ourselves is not serving, it's draining and ew, okay? And we're just done. We're finally cutting those cords, especially the areas where it was the most struggle, you know. Maybe we were looking outside for approval and we go above and beyond for that. Now we're like, no, fuck that shit, okay? So whatever stuff you've been working through, Divine Feminine, I know we've been getting slammed with epiphanies and sucker punches and realizing some of, like in love, whoever we were chasing, we were actually chasing some ideal, but then getting the opposite and realizing exactly where that was coming from, and realizing what we were chasing wasn't love at all. Okay, for some people, it could be how you how you feel about yourself, self-confidence, self-worth, and looking outside to get approval or confirmation of that. All that's, it comes and begins and starts with you. And a lot of people, a lot of Divine Feminine especially, that have been doing the inner work, focusing on their heart and what feels good. And it's been a battle. It isn't like, okay, I'm focusing on myself and everything's good now. It's hell. If you've really been doing the work, it's been painful. It's debilitating. But it gets easier with every hit that are, psyche, trauma and all that behavior pattern triggers and all that. It's getting easier to get a handle on that and go, that was then. It has nothing to do with me now. Taking our control back. However, speaking of control. All right. First, the main influential energy is journey. We are all moving forward, and we are going to see this without question, without doubt, in the physical plane this week. It might be small for some, but it's going to be what you need, not what you want, Divine Feminine. I had to yell at myself when I saw that, see? And this is the Dreams of GAIA Tarot. This is a totally different type of tarot deck. So we get the 7 of water in here. This talks about going with the flow and just releasing control, because control is an illusion. Control is the biggest freaking illusion. Control is bullshit, because control actually is fear. It's about watching for that this week, okay? You'll be seeing that. You're going to feel like you're being challenged and you want to no go, no bueno. Okay? Now, what Spirit's bringing in, like I said, is what we need, not what we want. What do we really need? What do we need here? Okay? That's a big thing. I think a lot of people watching this video are going to be very surprised at the things that are coming in. You'll be like, some of you might go, oh my God, I really did. I needed that, but you didn't put that in front of something you wanted. You'll see. This is another thing that's coming through very strongly with this full moon, highlighting the things that you've been focused on that you want, and though there are things you need, they're pushed off. They're put on another table over here out of sight. the things you need for yourself, for your well-being, for your peace of mind, you're putting over there. And you're focusing on what you want. Because if I have that, I'll feel happy, I'll feel validated, I'll feel good. That shit never lasts. But we got to break something down in here within us. I'm all heart chakra. Heart chakra. Okay? We got to break that shit down. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in that pattern. Relationships, job situations, money, home, family, friends. It's not going to end. We have to end that here. Okay. And we do. We have this powerful assisting energy of the Queen of Swords. Okay? Check that out. Intuition, whammo. It's just like everywhere, everything all at once, but in a good way individually for everyone. Okay? And seeing things very clearly and being able to be decisive, being able to cut the spinning, I call it the spinning, the hyperactive thinking on something. You know, when you can't get a grip and you go from one thing, right when you catch one, it's like another, and you're like, you can't sleep because it's keeping you up. You tried to go to sleep, you felt good then, and as soon as you lay down, your brain starts going. This is the Queen of Air coming and going, no more. That's enough. That's enough. Because now you can see, I know why you're doing that, because I have to XYZ tomorrow. Because I haven't done anything for a while and I'm nervous about it. And then digging a little bit. But see, here's the thing. It's not going to be as hard as it used to be. Like 3 months ago. Because we've broken down so much stuff. There's still stuff that's going to come up. I mean, it's never, all the wounds aren't always going to be, quiet. Some of them will heal. But there's some things that we just have to watch. Some of these things are just being a human and have nothing to do with anything else. But the only way to see that is by catching these, behavior patterns. These traumatic or trauma-based behavior patterns. Okay? But this Queen of Air is coming in, making it very clear to us what this is. We are going to see with such clarity. By Wednesday, we're going to be like, wow. Now, some of the things that will be coming forward, like I said, remember, I'm going to say it again. Spirit is bringing in the physical plane what we need, not what we want. I don't feel it's going to be disappointing because a lot of people are focusing on what they want and not what they need. Like I said, putting it on the back burner. What I need can go over here because what I want is right there. And Spirit's about to flip that thinking around quick, okay? Not a hammer, but it's definitely that sort of truth. Boom, you need this. It's going to bring in the realization for the Divine Feminine this week about how many things that we actually need for ourselves, our well-being, for us. How much we set it over there. And Spirit's going to bring us one thing, and it's going to blow everything open and go, wow. Don't beat yourself up for it, though. Spirit, that's another thing about being nurturing, especially with that 7 of water energy coming in. It's about, you got to relinquish control. Control is an illusion. Control is fear. It's fear. Okay? Especially with things outside yourself, because there's other people involved in that maybe, Just remember that. Spirit says it's going to become very clear with this full moon energy. It ain't messing around. It is the clearest thing ever. We're going to see through not only everybody else's bullshit, like I was seeing for the Divine Masculine, they're going to be seeing like people really for what they are, and wondering why they're sitting there like worried about people pleasing them, going, oh, yeah, I'm out. I'm the fuck out. Is the theme with this thing. Because we're seeing it now. This full moon, as full moons is meant to highlight everything that needs to go, that needs to make room for the new moon, the next phase, as new stuff starts coming in. Sometimes, though, like in rare instances like this moon right now, something's coming in to show you. You are moving forward. All these blood, sweat, and tears, Divine Feminine, we've been shedding the last 3 months especially, mentally. emotionally, okay, it's about to pay off. And definitely not in a way we're expecting. And I've been saying that for a while. It's not going to be what you're expecting. It's unexpected. It's unexpected. Because Spirit can't actually tell you, well, it's going to be this. It's going to be that. Because it's unexpected. We can't see that because we may reject it. And then what happens? You get stuck. And then Spirit has to pull the hammer out on you. Thor's hammer. That's a reading I got going on right now. And go, no. Because it's things that are coming in. It's what we really need. What our heart is asking for. To fill us, to make us smile. You know? What we really need. What we're really asking for. Deep down. Without that psychological bullshit in the way. Okay? It's not coming in to validate us. It's not coming in to show you we're worthy. It's not coming in to, to show that you're not, gross. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with that. But it's seriously what our soul needs. And we're going to light up, though, when we see it. Sometimes it's a blessing not to see it when it's coming in. Because if you were hyper-focused on something you really wanted, whether it's an idea attached to a person, idealism, escapism, whatever it is. Sometimes when we do that, when some Spirit's saying that when we do get something arriving that's what we actually need at that moment, we could turn our back to it and look at it or go, what the fuck is this? Ugh, and reject it ourselves. That's not us. Because the soul is like, we can't hear that sometimes over the trauma and the ego behavior patterns. Okay. And that's what that Queen Air is about. Now, now that we're seeing things very clearly, I just realized we have the Ace of Air. Okay, coming in like a boss. Not only about seeing everything truthfully, but being very dead honest. Not just with others around us that we gotta... The leaks, if there's any energy leaking, it's going to be very acute. You'll know where the people that have to go, because you will get drained. You will feel miserable. It's almost like you'll take on their crap and you're going to feel and go, oh, I got to take a shower. That was gross. Okay. It's about speaking your truth, not just to others, but to yourself. You're going to see it very concisely. And you're going to be able to do this. For some of you, it's going to be new, but you got this. With all these epiphanies and seeing everything very clear, especially people around us, when these things that come in that we need, the Spirit's saying we need to keep it to ourselves. We have the scribe. This is a very strong energy. Okay? We're still learning. As we release and recognize some of the trauma behavior responses that maybe we grew up with or had banged into our heads, some of us, okay, over and over and over again throughout our childhood, we still need to process and learn here. We need to learn our heart. Now we need to learn who we really are without that. That's the hard. That's part of the fear gripping. Too, for those of you still going through that, is who am I without this? I don't know how to do this. I don't know, and there's fear. But that's why we say we know, because I don't want to fuck it up over here, because I don't know what I'm doing. What if I miss it? And blah, blah, blah. There goes the spinning. Just go with the flow. Your soul knows. We have programming here. But then, growing up in the environments maybe we did, it kind of built layers upon layers over it, so we weren't really hearing it. Being intuitive is only a part of this. We're spiritual beings living in a human existence. It's okay to be human. It's okay to get upset. It's okay to get lonely. It's okay to feel down. Okay, we need to allow that release. We need to allow ourselves. It's okay to feel this. That doesn't make you mean that you're holding yourself back on your path just because you know already. I need to feel this way for a moment, and that's okay. I don't have to feed the thoughts that go along with it, because that's going to pull you down further. But this is that awareness that's coming in. So we're still in this learning phase. For some of you, I'm picking up, you need to start writing it down or doing an online blog for somebody out there, your story is going to help somebody out there. Okay. Do it anonymous if you have to. But writing, journaling, make sure if something new comes up, like say, for instance, something you need comes in and you're a little confused about it, and you go to your best friend and go, oh my God, this happened. Spirit says, if you need to do that, go to an unbiased source. Do your own research. Ask people that, aren't, maybe you know a colleague, but you're not close emotionally with. People like that. You need unbiased. Okay? This is your life. You can't just throw, even if you're just, I'm just having a conversation. How do you say that? It's like I'm throwing out my life to this person. You're inviting them in to connect in to something that is actually yours. Like I always say about relationships, they're not a community fucking project. And Spirit is going to hammer that in for you guys who run to others for, well, you're talking out with more than one person. Okay? You probably have friends that are close to you that can be unbiased, that you trust. That's what Spirit's trying to push you towards. The other people, they'll just feed the monster. They'll spin the confusion. I wouldn't do that. Or what is that? Or they might put it down and make you start looking at the gift that Spirit just gave you that you needed. Spirit's with the scribe, it's like being wise here. This is for you. You need to be very wise. If you do have questions or need to talk it out, you need to do it with an unbiased source. Okay? Writing. Write it out. Burn it. Throw it away. Keep it in a journal. Keep it to yourself, though. Don't share it with people who are not unbiased. You know who those people are. Because Spirit says you're in a very delicate stage. Take what resonates, pitch out the rest. All of us are in the collective, Divine Feminine Collective specifically. We have to be very careful. This is the last part of the learning period. What are we sharing with others? And who are those others that we need to share that with? What is our goal there, really? When like say somebody's always negative Nancy, they're a miserable piece of, they start off, but then they go, blah, 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 and they get you thinking. And it kind of jacks up the beautiful vibe you had here. Get you confused, and it takes you longer. You know who those people are. This is the Spirit says no more. They're in the midst of their own, unraveling. Okay, keeping it to yourself. Though I have to tell you, for a small percentage of you watching, your stories will help others. This is a lonely fucking journey. It really is, or can be. A lot of people may not have a safe, padded room, is what I call my friend, to be able to speak your truth and to be who you are. And to be open and accept what they have to say back and their opinions and their feelings. We're not, supporting, speaking our truths back and forth and being okay and still loving each other. We know when to step back. They go, okay, I get it. Yes, you need to sit back and, digest that. I need to sit back and digest it. We have a space where it's safe to do that without worrying about hurting the other person because we already talked about it. It doesn't hurt us. I want you to do what you have to do to help yourself. I don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to keep listening because it's too much. You could say with love, it's too much, I gotta go. That is an unbiased and beautiful friendship. That is an unbiased person. That is somewhere you feel safe. You're not being judged. You're being listened to. You're being fucking heard. And not only that, but you are fucking listening. And you are making sure that person knows you're listening. You hear them. And knows when it's too much and you need to back off. I'm probably going to go silent for a couple days. I need to digest this. Okay. Nobody takes it personal because we want the other person to do what they need to do to work through it, to feel better, because they're amazing and we love them so much, but we give them that space. That's unbiased. Okay. If you hear a rumor, you need to validate it. I don't know who that was for. Oh, right. There we go. 8 of Pentacles. Honing our skills. Stepping it up. All right. Ooh, you need to clarify that, Spirit. Please clarify. Excuse me. We're going to grab the Rider-Waite on this. Break it open. And we will be doing Spirit messages at the end just for you, so make sure you hang tight. Okay. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, working hard on ourselves. We're doing what we need to do. We're taking it to the next level now. The Eight of Pentacles, now I usually read these energetically, but Spirit says the message of the Eight of Pentacles, like, okay, you guys broke through. You had a breakthrough. It's almost like, okay, we've accumulated all this good stuff now. Okay, we've gone through a lot. We've gone through the hardest part. Okay, we've loosened stuff up. We got everything worked out, whether it's mind, body, soul, in your life, you know, and you got it, and you sit back, you've been relaxing, going, okay, cool, in a sense. And now it's time, okay, now we got to get back to work, but it's going to be different because now we have hope. Now we see hope. We feel, most importantly, it's driving us here. It's soul power, energy, getting us, okay, now it's time to go. It's time to start expanding, start learning. The Eight of Pentacles would describe especially is about learning, taking it to another level. Take your skill. I have this, but I want to get better. I want to do something different. I want to, but there are no limits. The scribe energy is coming in. Go for it. Go for it. Especially for those of you who want to take classes to expand on that, whether it's intuition or, handicrafts, crafting, brass, metal working, jewelry. Do it. The only thing stopping you is you. Okay. It's what you need. Okay. We're all taking it to another level. This is in the physical plane. This could be coming at your work in a different way. All right, how can it's starting observing? Okay, that worked then, but what can I feel like I could be more efficient. Let's take a look at this again. Oh, I can do this. Coming at things from a different, higher perspective and making it even better for yourself. That's the energy coming in to support Divine Feminine, including mind, body, okay, and soul, okay? Now, for some of you, some of these things that'll be coming in and shown to you by the full moon's energy is definitely going to reveal the truths about people around you. Like I said, friends, family, okay, lovers, runners, whatever, however you want to spend that, okay? All right. So this Queen of Air is coming in. You got the Queen of Air, you got the Ace of Swords. We have the Scribe, who's basically the granddaddy of the Swords family, okay? There's a lot of energy here on. You're going to see what it is. You could try to turn your head, but it's going to surround you. For those of you who have been struggling, trying to break free of things, for some of you, it could be love. We have the Three of Swords, okay? Some of you might be finding out that someone that maybe you were after, okay, there's two messages. If you had your eye on somebody, you get along with them, you connect with them, and maybe you were feeling like there was something there. Spirit is saying that they are involved with someone else, or they just got involved with someone else over the weekend. You'll be finding that out. But I see you moving on from that. It's like the realization once that hits, because that can, that can fuck a bitch up, okay? But we have the Queen of Air with the Scribe, okay? And the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Water here. Talking about going with relinquish control, the knee-jerk reactions you're going to have. But Spirit has got too much strong mind-clearing, clarity, energy coming in to support you, so you won't stay there. Because Spirit's saying, for those of you, this resonates, remember, take a resonates, put you out the rest. You knew in the back of the head this wasn't going to happen. Okay, I don't know who that's for. I feel bad saying that. But Spirit says you'll have no problem moving on. Okay, I'm done. It's almost like it hits you for a hot minute, like say one night, and then the next day you're like, okay. And you just start going forward. Spirit said that had to happen because you need to move. Because some of you are going to be meeting them. It's King of Pentacles, very strong masculine energy. But Spirit says for some of you in that, it's about seeing exactly what your focus on that person. I just feel like it's for people who aren't actually with that person. Maybe you see them, it's like one of those things where you think about it, but there's no actual action. There's no actual like asking out, nothing. It's like they're very nice to you. You're very nice to them. You guys have a lot in common, but there's nothing more going on. Maybe you've been waiting for them to kind of make a move. And then there's this realization that comes in the first part of the week about them. Okay, Spirit's they want you to see this because it's holding you back. Okay, from the real deal. Okay, which is, they're on their way in. It's taken them a long time, but Spirit's saying that's because you hadn't moved yet. Okay, all right, that's one message. The second message. Some of you are healing from some deep wounds. Now, the Three of Swords doesn't necessarily always mean love. However, Spirit's saying these could be past traumatic relationships, okay, that have carried over years later, all right, for a lot of you, okay? There could have been cheating. There's obviously deception or heartbreak from it, no matter whoever's at fault. It doesn't matter. But there's this clarity coming in that you were seeing how that it has to do with the influence over relationships or relationships with romantic partners or potential romantic partners that you see now has been carried over, and that realization that it's really being driven in, and it's actually going to break something free, because it's almost like this clarity of what you learned, you seeing all the patterns through all the relationships from before. It's like a setting free energy here coming in, okay? Setting you free. Okay, I see a lot of you just moving forward. A lot of the Divine Feminine are going to move forward from this mind and heart and emotionally, okay? Recognizing the behavior patterns. For most of the Divine Feminine, they were saying traumatic behavior patterns from childhood, okay? How it played out in every single relationship up to now. Okay, some of you might actually still be engaging in that dynamic, but Spirit says this is coming in now. That doesn't mean it's just the deception being revealed of what, all of a sudden looking around going, why am I here? Some of you, I feel like some of the Divine Feminine are starting to look at people that they're, been with or are still with and kind of going, trying to ignore the little signs that maybe you're not as interested anymore, but you hang on to it. Things like that. It's like, why when it's going away? What purpose does it serve? Spirit is bringing in what you need this week, not what you want. And when you feel that, you're going to feel it here. And it's so healing. It really is. Okay, so don't stress too much on that Three of Swords energy coming. This is about clearing up and helping you see how the Three of Swords energy, that kind of deceptive energy, has been around you. But now you're ready for these extra swords energy. You got three strong. We have a lot of air coming in to support us with mental clarity. Just boom, right in our heads. That sword, Excalibur sword. Some of you be healing from that. You might be surprised. You may decide to do something to get outside your comfort zone, because you realize that your comfort zone isn't sustaining you anymore. You need a new one. So let's go out and find it. I see people just suddenly doing something just way out of their comfort zone and being very pleasantly surprised. I keep smiling. Some of you might go hiking. Maybe you want to go hiking. Maybe it's cool where you are. Don't do it here right now, guys, because in Arizona, oh my God, no, or Nevada. Yeah, no, not wise. Anyway, but going for walks, going somewhere different. Maybe you always go to the same old park or do the same old walk, and you decide to give yourself a different scenery. That is going to, it's going to surprise you. And not only that, it's going to be nice. You're going to feel good. You're going to be like, this is cool, Stepping outside your comfort zone can actually be a bigger relief than you think, It's us that makes it terrifying, We got this. And for some of you, it's literally leading you in towards the path of the King of Pentacles. But this is also energy of stepping outside your comfort zone and having that King of Pentacles energy, grounded, secure, not stressing, not, Pentacles can get stuck in their heads, but the King kind of, they recognize and they just kind of go, all right, I'm not humoring you anymore though. I like where I'm at right now. Being present and really appreciating everything that's around you in the moment, and feeling strong and secure, because once you go outside that comfort zone, like I said, it could be even going grocery shopping at a different store. Maybe your anxiety kicks up and you're going to go to the store and go, oh my God, it's going to blow your mind. And you're going to be like, I'm going to keep doing that. And then maybe from a store, you'll go like, I don't know, somewhere else where you've never been. You just kind of go, maybe you don't want to go by yourself, or maybe, I don't know, whatever it is for you. But there's definitely rewards coming in. Not only that, but feeling very confident and secure and feeling good. We're feeling good there. Okay? Because Spirit deems it so. Very strong energy of the trumpet, Gabriel blowing that horn of messages. Okay. Intuition is going to be off the charts. Pay attention to your dream. I have to bring this over from the Divine Masculine. Okay, they got the king and queen of water. Okay, this is a very strong, I was saying dream sharing, lucid dream sharing, picking up things. There was a lot of dream interaction, connection. For some of you, it may flow over into the physical plane. Spirit's bringing you what you need, not what you want. They keep wanting me to say that, okay, to whoever out there, right? But there is definitely this huge, pay attention to your dreams. Ask your guides to help you remember if they are showing you something very important, to help you to remember that when you wake up in your conscious mind, so you can write it down. There's a big, huge influence on writing your shit down. Even if you pull cards, I do every day. I try to every day, depending on what time I wake up. Anyway, pull for your day. Just do a simple pull. Ask for simple things. Say, okay, what's the main energy influencing me today? And then break it down to however you want. From there, I do have a little video. I think it's on Instagram. Kind of talk about my daily spread. I need to update that though. Anyway, pulling cards on your day and writing it out. You'd be surprised, just doing something like that and then looking back on it later. It's so cool. Not only that, but for those of you working on your intuition, trying to learn stuff, even if you don't use tarot, but maybe there's another form of divination you use, or you're open, try it and write it down. Start writing things down. Write these intuitive signs, the synchronicities, okay? Because you may not understand them at that moment, but later on you'll look back and go, oh, it doesn't matter if you get it later. It doesn't matter. Or even the day after. It doesn't matter. The point is you will see. And that actually helps you to start understanding your intuitive language, which is unique to each one of us, with your guides. Huge, huge, huge message there. Okay, we're going to pull from the Messenger Oracle just to kind of round that up. And then after that, we're going to pull from the Energy and Spirit cards, where you will pick either 1, 2, or 3 for your spirit guides' messages for you. Okay, so first we're going to do the roundup, Spirit. See yourself in nature. What was I saying? See yourself in nature. What I actually see with this card is see yourself. See yourself naturally. Oh, I just smacked my mic. Sorry, guys. It's about seeing things very clearly, too. For some of you, you need to get outside, get out of the house some way, shape, or form. Okay? This looks like my friend Brandon. Expidious Fool. I'm not plugging him, but he is on Instagram. Expidious Fool Brandon. Okay, anyway. Nod to Brandon. But this is about getting out. If you're feeling like it, get near water. For some of you water signs out there. I am not pulling 10,000, am I? Okay. All right. If you are seeing yourself, or you sit there and go, I really like to go for a walk, or I really want to go check out blah, blah, blah. It's been a long time since I've been in the park, or someplace outside, or go visiting your family member or friend. Spirit's very much encouraging you to get out. This is about getting out of whatever we're locked into, getting out of that, and get excited about it. If you want to go, like I said, go hiking if you have cooler weather. Okay, where you're at, if you are capable of doing that, or do a small walk, or get out in nature. Hug a tree. Seriously, that'll help ground you in. You need to be connecting in and get yourself out of it. If you work in a box like I do all day long, getting out and being in the expanse, even if you're surrounded by trees, is so rejuvenating and healing. Just walking. It's just amazing. Okay. Heed the messengers. Listen to your guides. Pay attention to your dreams. Do not dismiss coincidences or synchronicities, especially this week. Some of you will be challenged with that. This is where go to an unbiased source will help. You can look things up. Be careful who you are going to. That's going to be a big one. Highlight. You know who your messengers are. If you're struggling with connecting with them, like I told the Divine Masculine, you need to, if your brain keeps spinning on something, you need to focus on an object that's way off the cuff, like Buddha's face, Jesus, Mary, a rose. Okay. I actually tell people to use a different flower because some people automatically, especially if love's on their mind, it can actually increase the spinning, hyperactive spinning going on there. But focusing on Shiva or whatever for you, an angel, okay? Focusing on that and breathing in with a 2-syllable, word, or I go, Sat Nam, and I try to hyper focus my eyes closed on that image, or like Buddha's face, and then all of a sudden I'll realize I wandered off, like my brain started expanding. You bring it right back up. No, and it might take a little bit, but just doing that will get the brain focused, and you'd be surprised what comes in for you. However you connect with your guides, that's a good way. And also, while you're focusing on that, remember to breathe through your chest. Put the focus on just your chest rising. It's just any attention we pay here is paying attention to the heart. Okay, our attention needs to be here. Okay, be patient, go with the flow, surrender to the flow. Oh my goodness. Okay, surrender to the flow and be patient. The be patient has to do with if you get the controlling urges, okay, during the going with the flow. There are going to be changes coming in. These are things that you need. They may not look, for some of you, it may not look like it's a need. It's like more like an inconvenience. But the thing is, Spirit's pushing this in or handing it to you or throwing it in your face because you need this right now. You may not see it for as it is. Spirit's asking you to be patient. Just allow it. You need to check it out. 8 of Cups. It's time to check this out. Okay? Because sometimes our comfort zones are our attitudes. Excuses. There's a change. We're getting all pissed off about it. And then some of us will come up with excuses not to do that because I just don't like it when my routine's broken. But then we have to look in a little deeper, and Spirit's going to be doing that for you. Okay. Spirit says no matter how you fight, there's this wave, this tidal wave, tsunami. Okay. The water's been pulled out for quite a while, 3 months to be exact. And here it comes. Back in, nice and clean. Because we had to pick up everything on shore. You know what I mean? We had to go, wow, look at it. All the trash as the wave, all the water gets pulled back. Okay? We need to look and go, holy crap, look at all this crap out of here. Oh, let's go a little further. Oh my God, look at, and cleaning it up. And here comes the wave. Spirit goes, you can't fight that wave. So your best bet is to release and let go. Go with the flow. Surrender to the flow. It's only bringing you something good. In fact, ladybug for some of you, okay? It's going to be a confirmation, okay? It's going to be very very lucky, for some of you. Number 44. All right, so be patient when you get the controlling urges. Be patient when you're dealing with yourself as maybe, like I said, it's going to interrupt your routine. Maybe you were like, oh, I can't wait for lunch. I'm going to read my book and I'm going to relax and wind down. Oh, but we need you. Or like, help, I need a ride, blah, blah, blah. It's like, something that's going to just trigger you, okay? For some of you there, you need to go with the flow, be very patient. Go, okay, I understand why I did that because I've always done that. It's not really going to mess anything up. I have the free time to be able to help this person. I mean, it's not like I don't have time. for my, for me to sit around my butt and read a book. I can do it later, you know? And besides, did you ever think that, especially if you had a hard work day and you're looking for your lunch, you can be quiet and still, and then, help, I need you, I just need to run here and that, and it's going to take up most of your lunch hour. But did you ever think maybe Spirit throws that in to get you away from the work environment with your friend, focusing on them and helping them and hearing their story, and then coming back completely refreshed and renewed? All because you had to leave for a minute. Okay? All right. Seek your answers within. That's heed the messengers, okay? Seek your answers within. Your answers are here in your soul DNA, your soul programming. Your soul knows. We figured that out before we came down here. Okay, now that we're getting all the BS out of the way, here comes that tsunami back in. Okay, and it's not destructive. It may feel that way. Okay, like it'll feel like your world's being turned inside out. But the thing is, Spirit's like, no, this is tough for you. We need to look at it from a different point of view. In fact, I'm really surprised the hangman didn't come up. Okay, but when in doubt, check how you're feeling. Do you feel it here? Or are you feeling it more here or in here? Okay. Seek anything that's going on, especially up in here. Okay. You need to go within and find it and really see what that is. Okay. Ask it. Talk to it. Okay. Also unbiased sources. Okay. Revealing your truths, that's coming up like a boss all week. This is not only just about the people revealing their true selves. If you have a leak or you're getting drained by some person, it's going to be enough to have you cut them off, okay? But we do have revealing your own truth. People learning to speak their truth in a more stronger way. Because we've had enough. I'm done. Here's my people-pleasing mask. I'm a little abused puppy. Keep hitting me. No, that bitch is gone. Okay, this is my truth. And the answer is no. Or not anymore. Not interested. I'm out. Because I got something better coming in. And I'm not walking with my cane. I'm throwing that cane out and I'll be jogging towards it. I'm coming, honey. Okay, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. And thank you for hanging with me for this long, you guys. I got spirit messages just for you guys. If I drive you to vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. Please, and thank you. I do appreciate you to the moon and back for that. I do, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post quite a bit. Number 1. Relaxation, peaceful pursuits, and happy times. So a lot of the stuff that's coming in, that Spirit's handing, you need to go with the flow. Spirit's making space for you because you need this. But I hear peaceful pursuits, things you really want to do. You're going to get these opportunities and they're going to be outside your comfort zone. You may have to get out to do it. Okay, but it's going to be something good. Maybe a friend just says, hey, oh my God, you won't believe this. I got this I got this gift card and it says you can have, it's me and one other person. I thought of you for a spa day. Just do it. It's for you. Okay. Make the time for that. I mean, they may go, I can't do it till Saturday. Are you down for it? Oh, well, do it. You know it's going to be fun. You know you're going to feel amazing. It's going to feel good to be pampered like that. I feel like for some of you that picked 1, you're going to be actually getting opportunities like that. It's something that's going to be just make you feel really good. It could be a physical thing. It could be maybe get invited to one of those jumping trampoline. I forgot what they're called. There's a chain where they have nothing but trampolines in there, all sorts, and maybe you get a chance to do that, or maybe, rock climbing, or, something. It's not going to be heavy physical. You're like, I thought this was supposed to be peaceful. Some people, that's peaceful. Maybe it's going to a yoga class or an outside yoga class, or it could be, or meditation, or it could be anything. Okay, but there's stuff coming in. I keep smiling because it's going to make you feel very happy because it's going to charge up this beautiful soul, this beautiful heart of yours. And you're going to be like, I want more. What 8 of Cups? You're going to be long gone from that before the week is over because you're going to keep going. Totally fearless. And it's going to be amazing. You're going to be able to lay down and have the most amazing like experience sleeping and dreaming. That's for you. That's what spirit guides want you to know, number one. Number two. I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised, but don't say no and shoot it down. Spirit's sending you what you need, not what you want. Okay, number two, Spirit. Thank you. Journey guide, travel, changing location. Can I show this again? Woo, that's the thing. We're doing things. We're moving. A lot of you, number two, are going to have opportunities coming in to go places. It might throw you for just a hair, but I think for some of you, it's going to benefit you in a big way with that Eight of Pentacles. I feel that tied into this for some of you in number two, work related. Okay. Maybe you're getting an opportunity. Maybe you're interested in taking your skill set in a different direction, but you're not quite sure how to go about that without, it's like, I just need a direction. And then somebody goes, hey, I'm going to go check out blah, blah, blah. And you're like, bing, bing. Okay, go with them. Go with them. I feel that some of you maybe work-wise will be getting an opportunity unexpected, but it's going to benefit you in such a huge way in the physical plane, especially when it comes to career. For others, some people are going to get offers or be offered. Maybe you were considering or maybe even dismissed about moving maybe to another city, another country, another state for work or for, relationship. But I feel that that Eight of Cups energy is really showing. It's like looking around at what you've got now and looking kind of over there in a way different perspective without all the little like, but what about this and what about that? All the little bullshit that excuses, fear-based that we throw in there. And going, you know what, that would be so cool. Some of you are going to have an opportunity or come in to travel to some place that you've dreamed of, but maybe you have the means to do it, but you never did it. It's coming in now. An offer. Some of you might be getting ready to move. And of course, that can be stressful enough, but I have a feeling that it's a whole new adventure. It's like all of a sudden, it's like you wake up and you're ready to go. It's definitely in the physical plane that there are changes coming in for you to verify you're on the right path. You need to go with the flow. With you may not think you're going to do anything and you planned out your day for yourself and then boom, something comes in and throws a hitch in your giddy up. Well, it's not a hitch in your giddy up. Spirit's bringing you this opportunity to go. Maybe you have to pick somebody up at the airport, take somebody at the airport. It doesn't matter. Spirit's saying that it's going to be a very exciting movement time for you, but not enough to wear you out because Spirit does want you to make sure you're honoring yourself, getting rest. I feel like we're going to be resting more. We're going to be alleviated from any of that heavy crap baggage, fear-based baggage. So, if you were debating on whether to go somewhere, Spirit says it's coming around again, and I think that you should do it. You should definitely do it. It's going to benefit you in a way you're not seeing because Spirit says it's what you need. You may not, but you're not going to see that yet. Okay, maybe not what you want, but it's definitely going to give you what you need, especially in work. Okay, 3. Prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. Learning to trust yourself when you're pulling cards, for instance. Okay, learning to trust yourself when you're getting information from your guides. Okay. Spirit's actually going to be sending the people that pick number 3 very specific signs in the physical plane. Confirming things you've picked up and felt. Please write it down. Please keep track. Or do real quick, get on the voice memo. We all have voice memoing on our phones. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or Android. You just blah, blah, blah. Say, I'm feeling this. Especially when you're by yourself, okay? If you're getting confused about decisions that are coming in, Spirit says you need to, this is when you need to let go. Silence your mind. Get clear. The answer will come to you. Or the answer will be so clear. I feel like if you have been struggling with your intuitive gifts, maybe getting confused by other intuitives, maybe friends of yours or people you talk to, Spirit says it's time to bring it in, okay? That's going to release with all this mental clarity. It's not just mental clarity. This is intuitive clarity. This is your guides coming in with this energy. directly for you to see clearly, because you've been trying so hard. And maybe you were on a roll and I feel like I'm just cut off. I'm getting so confused. Well, Spirit's about to, with the energies that are coming in, you're not cut off. But maybe it can be kind of confusing, seeing things and understanding what's mine and what's not. And Spirit's actually coming in, and they'll be sending you, like maybe on YouTube, you open the YouTube app and boom, there's somebody right there with the readings, or like mine, and you go, it's something hits you. Go listen to it. There's a message there for you. Okay. But like we said too, remember that when making decisions, but if it's, should I go or should I stay? That's you. Okay. But some of the bigger ones that we need to consider, we need to be looking for information in unbiased sources. Google, read, not just we talked about the friendships, some people, they're not unbiased as you think. Some of you are going to see how much envy people have, how miserable they are, and they would not be the person you want to go to going, oh my God, so I got invited out by this King of Pentacles. What do you think? I'm kind of nervous. Well, what do you know about him? Blah, blah. They will pick everything that you would normally trigger, they'll be saying out loud. Because they don't want you to run out and meet your King of Pentacles, because they're sitting over there in misery. But you won't see that till this week. Okay? But getting out there, when those opportunities come, it's going to lead you to this King of Pentacles energy. It could be a person. It could be a job offer, somebody very solid and strong, long-term. Could be a person. Could be your divine counterpart. We will see. Or it could just be you. Finally, like, getting on your throne and sitting there owning your shit as you do, Divine Feminine. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I do appreciate you all, and I love you so much. The moon and back. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be, alerted when I put up your forecast for the weekend and week. So on that note, guys, remember, if I drive with Divine, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm very humbled when you do that, and I'm very grateful. Take care. Have a good week. You got this.